Hi guys, welcome back to the latest Hougoumont Chateau mega build that's taken years. Years upon years upon years. So anyway, I'll show you what we've been doing up to now anyway. So I'll lift up this and let's see how we get on. So I was working away on the textured acrylic caulk on the lino from the leftover from the bathroom on the underside. So that works quite well. So we've got that textured, but as you can see, it's all going to be quite flexible. Gets quite warm in here, so it actually stays pretty flat, which is cool. So all this will be getting sprayed as well. This is just the first bit of texture down. We'll get some grass and that in there, some more acrylic caulk into these bits here, round about the kind of grass verges at the edge, that will just put static grass straight on, and it should stick if we get the right caulk consistency with a bit of a concoction there to do that. I left a little bed round there for some grass, and then some shrubs kind of growing up on there that we can lay on. I even put a bit of texture here in the gardener's garden as well. Just should add something a wee bit. Had to play around with the idea for the balustrade coming out of there. I still think this little raised area there would be kind of slabbed or something. So I'll maybe get a bit of MDF etched off of Chris at Vital Ground and see if you can make some kind of crazy paving-y pattern in there, just about there. And then I've got that idea still for the balustrade, using the pegs for holding together furniture, which I have some here, if I could just reach them. Just chuck them down. So I thought about trying to use something with these, even if these were cut in half and then glued onto tongue depressors with like reducing sizes of like lollipop stick on tops and bottoms. They're too high just now, but if I had some tongue depressors, I could get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a couple returns on that side. So we'll still play around with that, or we have a rake around and get some 3D printed things. That'll probably be where we'll end up going in the end. The other thing that I looked at doing was with this one, the chimneys are actually just squares. So I thought, how could I make them round? And then I looked at some of my paintbrushes come in the little tubes. So here we've just slid some tubes over the top to make them round. This all still needs painted and weathered, etc., but it's not too bad. So we'll decide how we're doing them. We've still got some work to do with the lime mortar in that chimney, for example. That one's not too bad. And painted the lead ridging that we used, painted that in a terracotta, so we'll make that like it'll be a terracotta roof ridge there. So we tried that. More slate work on here. The Great Barn done as well. A little bit of work on the ducat, the cowshed bit as well, and some more texture on the inside. And I've left a space for this shed that doesn't come in the kit, which I think will just have a flat roof. But it's taking ages now, mind. But we are getting there slowly. I did a little bit of first pass on these walls here as well, which isn't bad. But you're starting to see, it's starting to, that's not the best light, it's starting to look more like something. We'll get some more weathering on the roof tiles, get those ridges on with the lead, and then get some spray onto the mat once it stops raining. I'll show you quickly actually the stuff that we used for the lead roof ridges. That's just We use something that goes round the flower pots, which is the copper, but for these ones, this is just like, you buy this for making like faux stained glass windows on cabinets. So you kind of cut it up just easy, it's soft as hell, and then you just chop that up, and then you kind of make, you know, you see on cabinets and kind of living rooms would have the kind of diamond pretend stained glass. That's this stuff. It has got a slight adhesive quality, but it's not brill, but you just super glue it down. But when it's ridged up, that was me experimenting with lime joints in between the tiles, but we'll bin that idea because it looks a bit crap. When you run the red across, it shouldn't look too bad. But all in all, coming slowly but slowly. But the texture works all right. We'll get back onto the mat once it was dry today, but we need a proper dry day to put it outside completely flat, and then buy a couple of rattle cans as the base, and then the airbrush for the finishing touches. But yes, getting there, still slowly. I'm still can't wait to get to the point where I can start adding some ivy up the side and some, you know, bits here where this would be green here, where that drips onto here and stuff like that. Some of that to kind of make it a bit more kind of lived in, if you like. But there we go, that's just a quick update for the now. Not looking too bad. A lot of still brickwork to do on this column here. The main gate still needs done. Haven't decided if we're going to do that in coffee stirrers, or it'd be quite neat if they could make it so it opens and shuts. So that's one. But we've got something there in the meantime to be getting on with. So yeah, quick wee video today. There'll be more kind of wee bits and bobs added over this week coming, and then yeah, we'll hopefully have it done for a big game that we've got kind of planned for a certain movie getting released in November sometime. I don't know what that could be. So hopefully plan a big game for that. So yeah, it needs to be ready by then. But anyway, just a wee video there, an update. But yes, getting there. So yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Cheers then out.